thing that doesn't really get talked about much in Florida is the beautiful sunrise and sunsets. Anyways, guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. We got a few things to cover before we start the video. Okay, so first thing, if you notice, this is not my trailer or the trailer that you guys have seen in the previous videos. I never really talked about the trailer, but I did kind of show it in some of the clips and things like that. It was an Aluma tilt trailer, and I got that trailer really specifically to be able to load these low cars. Really difficult to load Corvettes and strap them and things like that. Unfortunately, like 2 weeks before Christmas of 23, my trailer got stolen. Okay. It is what it is, and really the only reason why I'm mentioning this is not because I want to say, hey man, I was able to get another trailer. That's not really the point of this. The point of it is that I made a lot of mistakes that I don't want anybody else to make. So I didn't have insurance on the trailer, and I didn't have a way of tracking the trailer either. Okay. So really is really on me. Okay. I just kind of trusted the area that I was in, and I just kind of left it there. It was locked, okay, but it wasn't like fully locked. I didn't have a boot, or I didn't have a way to secure the wheels. I didn't have a way to secure the chains. So, I spent the last couple of months just kind of looking around, going back and forth. I thought I was going to buy just a cheap wood trailer, or wood and steel trailer. And after going around and around, I kind of decided, I looked at some of the new trailers, and really for the money, might as well buy another used, like a used aluminum trailer. So that's kind of where this came from. So this is a little bit of a compromise, but it's still a really nice trailer, okay? And it's comparable price of a new steel trailer with similar features. So the Aluma trailer, again, it was a tilt trailer. It was an 18-foot trailer, okay? But the actual deck of it was a little bit longer than this. I had quite a bit more overhang on this, and it didn't have a gooseneck, okay? So it didn't have this little angle. It didn't need it, right? But it didn't have ramps. I still needed ramps anyways. I needed race ramps to be able to get that, and it was a little tricky to get the ramps underneath the deck when it would like come down. So the hope was with something like this that I wouldn't need ramps all the time. And with this has ramps stowed down here, and they're pretty long ramps. They're 7-foot ramps. I still need the race ramps with the Corvette, but it doesn't look like I'll need the ramps with the Evo or any kind of normal car. The other compromise is that the fenders don't remove, but they're really low. So it barely clears the Corvette, but it does clear. So Josh was nice enough. He let me borrow his straps. I'm still kind of trying to figure out what's the best way to strap it. This is okay for now. So anyways, now I do have insurance on this. I have a lot more locks, and I'm gonna have a way of tracking this. Okay, so it sucks, but that's kind of the way life goes sometimes. All right, so about today's video, we're at beautiful Sebring International again. It's my favorite track in Florida. Beautiful sunrise. Today looks to be a really nice morning, but we may get rain later in the afternoon. So if anything happens, it's gonna have to happen early in the day. So this time, I'm here on the Nankang CRS. This is the V2, okay? 295 30 front and 335 30 rear 18s. Okay, I do like a stagger, and I prefer a slight stretch on the tire than a pinch on the tire. I feel like you could run the 315 in the front on this, but it would be slightly pinched. And so I don't know, we'll see. I may try it at some point, but for now I'm gonna stick. This is the same stagger I was running on the AR1. Obviously, I ran a bunch of the AR1s, so this is kind of seeing what happens with this. Supposedly, this has a little bit more grip, but my biggest worry with this is being a heavy, powerful car that I may overheat them. So we'll see. But I'm excited to try the 200 treadwear in the Corvette. Okay, so the last video you guys saw, I really wasn't planning on doing anything, but I was able to run a 221. The track was slightly wet. That was on really used AR1s. So I hate to put pressure on myself because I'm really not a race car driver, and I am not one to throw a lap, on my second or third lap. Never been on these tires, so I really don't know what to expect. But, you know, the hope is always to improve on your lap times and stuff like that. It would be awesome. And my ultimate goal with this car before I really start modifying, the real reason why I really haven't gone crazy in modifying this, well, I'm really not going to ever really gonna go crazy on this car to modifying it. But I really haven't done anything. This car is basically stock, other than the brakes, and I added the stiffer springs from the factory. But I truly believe that the way the car sits as is, it has 218, 219, maybe even lower with the way the car sits. Okay, it's just me as a driver being able to get it there. So that's the ultimate goal for the car, while being safe. If you guys have seen the way I drive, I'm not sending it every time. Okay, I got 2 little kids. I have a wife. I'm the breadwinner at home. I gotta get home, right? So I do this for fun. All right. So anyway, so the Porsches already started over there. Sound awesome, but they're very, very loud. So anyways, let's get to some laps. tent off. Holy shit. Oh. A fucking tent off. Oh my god. Just like that, we're back at home base. Guys, 220.16. How close is that to a 219? I honestly did not think that I would get to 219s in a mostly stock car. Okay. So I am super, super proud of that. And now I know for sure that the car has teens in it, has 219, 218 in it. It's just me as a driver really holding it back. Now, let's talk about the Nankangs, the CRS B2s. So I don't think that this tire. First of all, I don't think that I use the tire to its maximum ability. Like I never felt that the tire just let go. Okay, so my biggest fear was that I was going to overheat the tires, and honestly, that really did not happen. Now, I honestly did not stay out for the whole 30-minute session. Okay, um, but I was out. 15, 20 minutes. These have a total of 32 laps over 4 sessions, so a good amount of laps per session. And the wear looks pretty good. Okay, the wear looks pretty even. I would say the wear right now looks on par to the AR1s. As far as peak grip, honestly, to me these felt very similar to the AR1s, but it could just be me as a driver. Maybe I'm not that skilled. Okay, to really extract everything that these tires have. Now, long term, we'll have to see because the Air ones, they basically, at least for me, they did drop off, but it was a very slow, gradual drop off. And even when I chuck them, I ran a 221 at Sebring, which, at the time they had at least, it was 5 track days in, call it at least 30 heat cycles. So, you know, we'll see how these do as far as heat cycling out. They do feel quite a bit stiffer to the nail now that when they were fresh. But I guess we'll just have to see. All right, so definitely had some great success with these tires. Okay, we'll see how they hold up long term. And on the next video, hopefully we get the Evo back out. All right, guys, catch you in the next one. Peace.